Hello and welcome to the Music Survival Guide, the independent musician's guide on how to survive in the music industry. My name's Phil, a mixing and mastering engineer. I hope you're all right out there in podcast land, doing well, staying happy and healthy and safe. I was thinking about what to talk about on this episode, this here mini episode. And I thought it'd be really good to revisit the idea of songwriting and how you go about it, and some ideas and methods to make it a better and simpler and maybe more straightforward process. The thing about songwriting, especially in, say, rock and metal kind of genres where I kind of operate, is it can be very easy to get caught up in the drama of the style. So, if you're writing music, say, on guitar, you've got loads of distortion, you've got all that kind of stuff that really kind of clouds the ideas, and it helps you to take you away from the bigger picture of the song, from what potentially the song could be. And it just distracts you, and you start thinking about, it'd be good to have a great drum fill here and that kind of thing. And when you're initially writing the song, that's maybe not the thing you want to focus on. The thing you want to focus on when songwriting is it a good song? Fundamentally, is this song a good song or not? And there's loads of ways you can tell that. If it makes you just jump up and down every time you hear it, and you've maybe played it to a few other people and they feel the same way, then you're on the right track. But I want to submit to you this idea. A great song sounds great when it's played by one person with an acoustic guitar and a vocalist, be that the same person or as another singer. If you can make your song sound great with one acoustic and one voice, it's going to sound good, no matter what the genre is. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting you crack out your acoustic guitar and get all those riffs out and that kind of thing. I mean the basic chords of what you're doing, the utterly basic structure of what you're doing. If you can make it sound good that way, is if you're around a campfire and you're regaling a song. I don't know why you'd regale a song, but you're regaling a song. If you can make it sound good that way, it's going to sound good in a bigger context. So, if you have your basic song structure and you say, it's an E, A, G, let's go with that. Those are the basic chords. And you've got your melody that flows in with that. And it sounds great that way. Think about how much better it will sound when you add on loads of riffs, massive drums and bass, and all those kinds of extra bits, maybe some synths, whatever it is, that sound amazing, loads of backing vocals. But if you can strip it down and ultimately in its basic form, it sounds great, then you are on to a winner. It's a really good and really basic way of telling if your song is any good or not. Not necessarily if it's any good or not, but if it's a really, truly amazing song, or if it needs more work. And if it doesn't work with just one acoustic guitar and a vocal, try revisiting the song. Make it work in that context. Make that work, and then you can build on it. Now, it might be that you're really inspired by this idea and you want to consider moving over to writing music on an acoustic guitar or even on a piano. I don't see anything wrong with that if you're in a metal band or in a rock band, write on an acoustic guitar, because you can only go heavier from an acoustic guitar. You can add on your distortion, you can add on your solos and your lead guitar parts and your riffs and your extra bits and your fiddles. Apparently we're going to do fiddles now. No, you add on your drum fills and things like that. It's only going to get bigger. But if you can, again, strip it back so it's just an acoustic and it sounds amazing, you are onto a winner. Don't doubt that. The thing about music is, no matter the genre, a good song is a good song. Have you noticed how if you go to somewhere like Frog Leap Studios on YouTube, I'd highly recommend it if you've never come across him before, by the way, and you listen to some of his metal covers of various songs, some of them just stand out and really work. And some of them are like, well, that's okay. And the reason for that is a song that really works as a cover means it's probably going to really work in any genre, which means it's probably going to really work if it's just an acoustic guitar. A song that comes out as just okay or just all right means that it probably needs more work, and it probably wouldn't just work if it's just an acoustic guitar. So my basic idea, whatever you want to call it, is make sure your music works on acoustic guitar. Whether you want to write it that way or whether you want to write it in your normal way and just go to the acoustic and see if it works, try it that way. I guarantee if you pick up an acoustic guitar and find some of your favourite songs from your favourite bands and try playing it just with the basic chords and the melody, it's going to sound amazing. And that is the trick. That is the basic takeaway from this episode. Really super simple idea. Use your acoustic guitar. Don't deny it. That is it for another episode of the Music Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it, then please leave us a review wherever you listen to the podcast. I really appreciate every single one of you that does. Super helpful, and it means that more people can listen to and discover the podcast. Please also share it with any friends and bandmates if you thought this was useful. If you're thinking about going down this route for songwriting, try it. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear. I really appreciate every single one of you. So if you're interested, there's a community on Facebook called the Music Survival Guide Community. Hop over there for chats about music and band life with other musicians and industry people. And I will see you next time.